just checking to see if my last thing played no audio or what. Friend was telling me on the stream that it was silent. I hear game audio. Nice. Okay. So that other broadcast did record audio. It just wasn't showing up when that person tried to load the stream. Yeah, so we'll take his disguise. And not pick him up. Let's drag him into here.
Just protecting their investment.
Nah.
A lot of go into this project, whatever the hell it is. You coming?
Hi, Doctor.
Hi. So friendly. Love a good friendly town. So, yeah. Really actually gonna miss this. It is mostly a really good headphone. The HD800S was long regarded as one of the best headphone values in high-end
Dr.
audio.
Oscar Lafayette, here to see Mr. Caruso.
Sir, you are not authorized to be here. Now don't show yourself here again.
I have to get frisked. Okay, what do I have to put in?
Rocco! Get down here this minute! You can't be late for your first day!
Where do I put my jazz? Put your pants on. Put your pants on. I guess I could just drop it in the street, but that would be a little weird. Wouldn't you say? Oh. Oh. Okay then. Well, that's one way not to get frisked. That's cool. I'm the most agile doctor. But yeah, if you already have an HD 800S, it's not a revelation. But if you like the HD 800S and the slightly smoother treble, slightly more present bass, you do get another step a little bit more in that same direction. And that's what that does. Hey.
Hello, Dr. Lafayette.
Howdy. I have a doctor's tweed.
Oscar Lafayette. I have an appointment with Mr. Caruso.
Ah, yes. Senor Caruso has been informed of your arrival. Please, follow me. I shall take you to his quarters.
Oh, yay, NPC following. So, I do wish, you know...
May I say, it is well that you are here, Doctor. The Master has not been himself lately.
Oh.
Well, I only hope you are as good as they say.
Don't worry, I am.
So good.
Huh. Have a nice day, Doc.
Thank you. So, yeah. We'll have, I think that I can pretty much end this stream now. I've talked enough about the headphone and my first impressions of it. I did have a good 3 days with it because I was kind of like the last to get it. But,
Dr. Lafayette?
gotta send it back to drop.
Senor Caruso's private quarters. I will be downstairs if needed. Best of luck.
A private therapy session with Caruso. Nicely done, 47.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. So another thing that's really weird when you have an HD8XX is that the sounds of a game like this, when they're done well and cleanly, will mix in with your real life sounds. I just heard, took me a second to realize that it was my wife walking upstairs and creaking the stairs that made me,
That is Silvio Caruso.
Mr. Caruso, shall we begin?
If you insist.
let's just, let this guy hear our sounds.
Ether sends a specialist to rummage through my brain. They must think I'm losing it again.
Relax. Start by telling me what's on your mind.
Isn't it obvious?
Let's get
I'm under a lot of
closure.
pressure. Work. Mother died last year. Stress manifests itself in
How does that
the
make you
strangest ways,
feel?
I am told.
Your mother, Isabella. Would you like to talk about her?
Look, I know what you're driving at. My neuroses, my anxiety, my social phobias. Not the least my pathological fear of
I have a question
women.
from Matt.
It's all deeply rooted.
Go
But
on.
it's deeply
I had
rooted.
a girlfriend, you know. In high school. Pretty, too. Popular. And I
Oh,
was
I've
shy.
heard this story a million times.
It shouldn't have worked. Not outside those stupid teen dramedies.
Oh, I can't take it anymore. Just relax. You had a right to have a phobia. But it wasn't because of girls. Okay, so yeah, no, the HD8XX, I had just given a huge synopsis in it, about it in the last... he's sleeping. If I could dress up as him, that'd be funny. But no, I just talked about it. It does have a bit more bass, and it does have a little bit smoother treble. It is a step further in the same direction that the HD800S took from the HD800, but it's just smoother, and it is a little bit warmer. So it's just a little bit easier to digest, if you will, but it still has all the main hallmarks of the HD800, right? So it's still really light, still has really balanced clamp, really balanced weight. You can forget that you're wearing it, which is awesome. And the just the soundstage is amazing with the angled drivers and the way that the frequencies are balanced. You can really hear distance details, so like an echo or a reverb or something is really crisp and it comes through nicely. However, the angle drivers bounce around your ears and it helps your brain to kind of understand a frontal positioning. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on with this, why it works the way it works, and you still have essentially HD800S goodness, but turned up, instead to 11, it's turned up to 10.5. If you, I have seen some other reviewers and they said like, oh, this thing has no bass, or it's just not enough bass for me, it's not fun, and da da da. Well, yeah, it's not, but I was saying that this is a really clean, fresh, high performance bass line. So from that bass line, you can take, yeah, he's just gonna chill here. You can take and add DSPs and what is this? Huh? Illegal item. Whoa. I'll need that later, probably. Nah. Why am I creeping? Yeah. So no, it's a good one. And you can add warmth. I have my music player where I added a DSP effect for a little bit slower bass roll off, a little bit thicker
Doctor,
sound,
welcome.
as well as more
You
bass.
know where to go.
So it kind of gave it some of that blurry warmth that we're kind of used to on consumer headphones. So if we want more bass, that's the thing that's giving it to us in a lot of cases. And this headphone is clearly capable of it. It's just by default tuned more linear, more natural. So I don't know. I'm a huge fan. I can't wait to see what it looks like with the Navy ring.
I found an old box of VHS tapes in the observatory. I didn't know Caruso was so old school.
Oh, those. They're all
yeah, that's not
old
gonna help.
family clips from his childhood.
Can I drop down without being recorded? I don't know this map yet. Can I mount over this? Wait. Okay, let's just finish up. That's wrap up here. Yeah, HD8XX. The main thing about it is that it's a strong value position. If you've always wanted an HD800S and you wanted a fresh new one, and this is still a little light, but the it does take to a DSP really well, like remarkably, shockingly well. And as long as your EQ isn't like having weird clipping problems or digital artifacts, you can really enjoy a wide variety of signatures. But the natural signature is still an airy, natural, very roomy soundstage headphone. And that's what I've got to say about it in my first impressions. Check out my second video. It does have actually a description of me listening to a song in it. And it did record on YouTube, so even though it's not live anymore, you can still hear more impressions that were more organized if you want to know. Thank you. To the post office. Broadcast stop, please.